We're going to start off in a child's pose today. So come on down with your forehead coming as low as you like. I'd say if you can get it on the floor, go ahead and rest it. And you can have your knees together or apart. And in your child's pose, we'll take a couple minutes just breathing deeply. Okay, maybe you notice, like I do, I notice this about myself. Maybe you notice that during the week and during the day when you're being super functional, the breath tends to get shallow and short. So give yourself some nice time to breathe deeply into your chest. Use all of your chest space. And then empty it completely. Breathe deeply into the space underneath your chest. You can think of it as your lower ribs. Take in as much air as you can there. And then squeeze it out completely. Using all those muscles. Move your awareness down to your belly. Big breath into the belly. And squeeze the air out completely. And then let's do the same thing going up the back. Okay, so let's just a little visualization, little breath game. So pay attention to the area behind your sacrum, okay, your low back. Take a big breath in as you imagine expanding that space. And exhale, squeeze the air out completely. Move your awareness up your spine to your lower back behind your belly. Breathe into it. Squeeze the air out completely. Same thing here, middle back behind your heart. Expanding, contracting. And now finally up to the very tip top of your breathing space again. Notice behind your neck, okay? Big breath into that space. And now squeeze the air out completely. Nice. Okay, you can let your breath stay nice and long. So hopefully becoming aware of some extra space we opened up all around your torso in the front, back, and sides, just with your breathing. All those muscles are so crucial to our experience of each moment, so we do well to train them. Notice with your breath, longer and slower and deeper, you might feel a bit more connected to the moment, a bit more aware of sensations in your body. Hopefully, since we've been here for a few moments, you feel some nice spaciousness and opening in your lower back and maybe your hips, maybe even your shoulders. All right, start to reach your hands out. We'll start to activate your upper body here. So this should feel like a nice stretch for your shoulders and your armpits and your chest. Walk your hands out enough that you almost have to spider walk them forward to get them any further forward. And then make sure your hips are really grounded. So you're still, you can think of it this way, still actively pushing the floor with your legs a little bit. And start to actively push the floor down with your arms as well. And breathe. So just holding your space here, pushing down with your legs, pushing down with your hands. Notice how this feels in your hips, your legs, your shoulders. And now we're going to activate the elbows and knees inward toward each other. So really activating and waking up, electrifying this child's pose. Keep breathing, pushing down, pulling inward at the same time with the elbows and knees. Okay, now make sure you have a nice long neck here. Sometimes it's tempting to kind of squinch your shoulders up by your ears, but make your giraffe neck by lifting your back of your head and your shoulders away from each other. So move the shoulders down the back. I like to call it the picture frame. So make your picture frame around your head. Keep pushing the floor. We're going to take a few more breaths here. You might even come up on your fingertips and look at your hands if that feels nice. Pushing down here, you're kind of waking up and enlivening your back. Okay, nice warming feeling all across your upper body, hopefully. Let's walk this out to the left. So take your hands out to the left and keep that activity. Keep pushing down. Breathe. Okay, now if you like this, you can add a little twist here. Your right hand, that's the hand that's closer to your mat, you can slide it underneath your left arm and just kind of drop the right shoulder, drop the right ear. Okay, and maybe reach up with your left arm. So this is nice because this is going to give us a nice stretch between the shoulder blades. So being here passively is a stretch in itself, and if that's quite enough, then you can just be nice and passive and just kind of rest your body on the floor. However, if you really want to get into that right shoulder, we can use a little isometric hold, okay, to get the most of this. So you're going to think of pressing your right arm into the floor, and that's going to have the effect of having you face more over to the left, maybe even up. But just breathe right here. Like you want to open your arms really big to give someone a hug. Big inhales into the ribs. Make sure your neck is long and your chin has a little tuck to keep it neutral. All right, nice stretch. Maybe one more big breath here. And let's bring it down. Come back through center here, unwinding yourself through child's pose. Let's do the other side. So hands can walk out to the right here. And let's push down against the floor with the hands and the legs. Push, push. And then drawing the elbows inward here too, drawing the knees inward. Make your nice picture frame around your giraffe neck. Breathe. Okay, talking to the left side of the back here, getting a left side stretch. Breathe. Remember to use your belly muscles when you exhale to really support your back. And maybe you add a twist here. This time the left arm will be under. So please keep your long neck and your neutral spine. And just drop that left ear and left shoulder to the floor. And take a moment here. Ask yourself if you'd rather be passive and gentle or active and get a little deeper into your shoulder. Okay, if you want to deepen it, reach up with the right hand and start to press down with the left arm like you're trying to give that hug. Breathe. Keep the length in your neck. Should feel really good in your back. I certainly feel that. Okay, it's called an eccentric contraction when we lengthen the muscle while contracting it at the same time. Super effective stretching. All right, we're coming back in through center here. Let's come on through. Okay, feeling nice and loose in your shoulders. That was a long child's pose. Come on up out of it. Yeah, that really was a nice long one. So take your knees a bit wide-ish. Maybe mat width would be nice. And we'll circle the hips out kind of gently. Just really getting some blood flow back in there. So hopefully you feel the good effects of that long hold in child's pose. Some nice fluidity around the hips, hopefully. Okay, come on back to hands and knees. Let's take the knees back normal width, just about under your hips, and hands under shoulders to push the floor very strong for a nice quadruped pose. So it's a simple posture. However, we want to be very deliberate with our alignment and our activity here. So do lift your belly muscles into your spine, making a strong belly support, okay? And do lift your heart up between your shoulder blades. Now, if even better if you could put a little soft bend in your elbows and draw them together, okay? So I want you to keep that active upper body and that lifting lower belly. For our cat-cows. So inhale here, pull back on your hands, pull that heart forward between your elbows. As you look up maybe, or maybe just forward. And then with your exhale, push the floor away, round that spine. I like to do a little head hanging and shaking here. Let's do a few more like that, nice and slow. Inhale to cow pose, heart through the elbows. Exhale to cat. Okay, let's do a handful more. Let's do like 4 or 5 more, and they can be kind of slow if you like. It really doesn't matter, whatever feels good. So try rolling a little bit side to side into it as well. Find some little sore spots you can work out that way. All right, maybe 2 more each direction. And last one. Okay, next time you get wherever you're going, whether it's a cat or a cow, hold it there. Okay, pull those elbows in toward each other. Okay, whether you're pushing or pulling the floor, take a few more breaths in your shape. If you're in a cat or if you're flexing your spine, push. If you're arching your spine, you're gonna pull. One more breath and then we're gonna switch it, okay? Now switch it around, hold and breathe. Hold your shape. Breathe into your back and your front. You can move in it a little bit, of course. Maybe one more big complete breath in and out here. Nice. Let it go. Come on back to just the normal hands and knees. And if you tuck your toes here, lift your hips. We're going to walk the hands all the way back to the feet and do some hanging. Okay? Just a little ragdoll type hang here. Okay, nice bend in the knees. You're thinking of moving your chest towards your knees. And do some side to side. Kind of waking up your legs, waking up your calves and your hamstrings. All right. Now we're going to start to flow and just kind of wake things up a little bit, okay? Inhaling here, push down into your feet. Think of lifting yourself up, kind of stacking one bone at a time. Arms up overhead. Maybe you're looking up here. And exhale, hinging your hips. We're folding it all the way down. We're going to keep flowing. Inhaling here, walk your hands forward to a little plank shape. Remembering your plank can have knees down or not. Okay, with your exhale, elbows in, please, as you lower yourself down. We're just going to build a little vinyasa and do it a few times. So next is our cobra. Inhaling, pulling the heart up. Okay, really as high as you like. And with your exhale, tuck your toes. You can come up through hands and knees if you like, or you can come up through plank and downward facing dog. Okay, take a down dog here for a moment, kind of walking it out, making it your first down dog. It can be very dynamic. Okay, definitely noticing any tension in your calves and hamstrings here. It's gonna talk to you, so just listen. And again, just like when we were on hands and knees, pull your elbows inward toward each other. Okay, a little engagement in the upper body always helps. So let's do that same little flow again. Okay, walk your hands back to your feet and fold. And then with your inhale, roll yourself up to standing. Stack your spine, lift your heart, maybe a teeny back bend. And exhale, hinging it all the way down, just like we did before. Inhale forward to that plank. Okay, use your hands or not. Elbows in as you exhale all the way down. Inhale for your cobra, big or little. Elbows in either way. And exhale, down dog. However you like to get up there. Take some time here. Walk it out. Okay, I like to come up on the tippy toes here. You might like rolling on the tops of your feet a little bit. You can kind of play around. Okay, kind of feels nice on the tops of your foot. Maybe one more really nice big breath here. All right, as you're ready, here we go. Walk your hands back to your feet and fold. Inhaling, roll yourself up. Look up, maybe teeny tiny back bend. Exhaling, hinge it down. Palms are down. Inhaling forward to your plank. Exhale all the way down, lower slowly. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. I'll meet you there. Come on up, walk it out. Notice your breath here, releasing any tension in your jaw and your face. It's nice to kind of let your lips kind of flop in downward facing dog. Let the blood clean out your face tissues. Okay, so in our downward facing dog here, I'm going to give you a few more breaths, and then we're going to start flowing. We're going to build a little fun flow. So remember to modify whenever you need to and take those breaks. All right, as you're ready, strong hands pushing down, strong feet pushing down, elbows moving inward toward each other. With your inhale, sweep your right leg into the sky. See if you can keep your hips level. Okay, exhale here. Swing that right knee across underneath you to your left elbow. Let's put a little bit of a hover there. Just a little interesting hover. Okay, we're gonna send it back the way we came. Inhale, right leg in the sky. 3-leg dog. And exhale, this time scoop that knee underneath your heart. We're gonna practice stepping through. So practice stepping that foot through, okay? We'll practice that again, so don't worry. You can take as many steps as you need to get there. That'll be one of our skills today. Okay, inhaling here, get all hands up in the sky, crescent lunge. Now I'm gonna challenge you here, but first I want you to get stable. So in your crescent lunge, keep in mind, you can always drop the back knee and make it a low lunge. Still a lunge, still amazing. So wherever you are, whatever lunge you have, do push the floor with both legs. Okay, I have to remind myself every time, but as soon as I do it, I can feel that line of energy and strength. Okay, pushing down with both feet, pulling inward with the knees. So point that tailbone down at the ground. We have a nice little bend in the left knee. Okay, feeling strong in your lunge, heart over hips. Now my challenge to you is, let's do a little isometric hold, lifting that right heel up off the floor. Hold and breathe. Now you decide how much you want to hold it, how much you want to lift it, and you decide whether you want the back knee up or down. It's up to you. Think of lifting your heart here. Keep pushing down through both legs. Pulling inward slightly with the knees. Enjoying stillness or maybe a little bit of movement here. One more really big breath in. We're letting it go on the exhale. You can drop that right heel. Drop your hands under your shoulders. Let's come out the way we came in. Inhale to swing that right leg high in the sky. Okay, this time we're going to add a little scorpion here. Okay, so this time with your exhale, point that right toe over to the left. And let's pause there and hold and breathe. Now you can put a nice bend in the left knee anytime you like. Okay, so really allow that right hip to peel open. See if you could pull back on the left hip and drop the right shoulder so that your everything else in your body is trying to square off to the ground. Nice hold here in scorpion. Maybe you could even bend that right knee and point those toes to the back of your head. Okay, one more breath here, really challenging your upper body, and then let it go. Drop that right foot next to the left. Let's take a little vinyasa in between to give your arms a break. Okay, inhaling here, heart moving, okay, forward to plank. Exhaling, hop, maybe halfway to your hands, and then step the rest of the way there. Who knows? And fold it. We're going to roll it up on the inhale. Come on up. Stacking your spine. Same little vinyasa we did before, essentially. Lifting your heart here. Maybe a teensy back bend. And exhale, hinging, fold it. Palms are down. Step it back to your plank here. And exhale all the way down. Elbows in. Inhale for your cobra shape. You might even like to press the tops of your feet down here and lift your thighs to do an upward facing dog. Okay, either one is good. And exhale here, downward facing dog. All right, take some breath here. We're getting warm. You might feel a difference between the left and right side as you just kind of exist in your down dog for a moment. Okay, let's do the left side. So inhaling here, left leg up in the sky. Send it up. Okay, exhaling here, left knee goes underneath across you to the right elbow. Let's do a little hover there, just a little hold to appreciate it. And with inhaling, get the left leg back in the sky, three-leg dog. We're going to practice stepping through, so maybe come up on your fingertips this time if you want. Inhaling here, step that left foot through. Nice. So you can take as many steps as you need, okay? And sometimes coming up at the fingertips is nice. Sometimes you don't need to, so play around with it. Come on up to your crescent lunge, all the way up. And we'll take some time just to wake it up. So you can drop that back knee if you need to, of course. But wherever you are, start to really intentionally be here. Push through both legs, okay? Slight bend in the back knee, even if it's off the floor. And that tailbone is definitely pointing down. Strong belly muscles. Okay, so once you've found your lunge, we're gonna spice it up by lifting the front heel. Now you decide how much. It can be a lot, it can be a little, and you can even do little intermittent intervals where you lift it and then you lower it. But stay with the challenge and let the legs get warm. Breathing here. Pushing that floor. Think of pushing the floor down and lifting the heart up, maybe adding a little heart opening here. It's always nice. Whew, nice isometric hold. One more big breath here. Heart lifting. We're going to drop that front heel and drop the hands under your shoulders. Coming out through a 3-leg dog. Left leg up in the sky. And let's pause here for a scorpion. So using more upper body strength now, we're going to point the left toe to the right and hold. So it's super important here that you level off your shoulders, okay? I always notice my left shoulder lifting here and I have to drop it down. So make sure they're level. And then once you've anchored that left shoulder, start to pull back on the right hip. And then you can really open up into that left hip. Scorpion, such a great one. Can always bend the right knee more. But wherever you are, we'll take one more big breath in. Maybe point those left toes straight at the back of your head. And then we're gonna let it go. Come all the way down to downward facing dog. Shake that off. Okay, we'll do that same little vinyasa in between that we did before, just to get moving again. Inhaling here, find your plank. Okay, some combination of hop or step to your hands as you exhale. And fold. Inhale here, roll yourself up. Possibly lift your heart 1 centimeter. Exhale, hinge it all the way down. Palms are down here, back to your plank, some combination of hop, step, be playful with it, and exhale all the way down. Remember your elbows, inhaling up to your back extension. Is it gonna be a cobra? Is it gonna be an upward facing dog? Yogi's choice. And exhale, downward facing dog, come on through. Walk it out here. Pedal out your heels. Okay, we're gonna take some breaths here in down dog. So I want you to really commune with your downward facing dog shape. Intentional, pushing the floor with your hands and feet. You might even close your eyes and really tune into the feeling of where your center of gravity is right now. And alignment in your spine. Just being. Breathing deeply. One of my favorite tricks to use in down dog is really activating the top side of the thigh, the quadriceps, okay, vastus ladder, and lifting the kneecap. Okay, lifting your kneecaps, your hamstrings then are obliged to relax a little more if you do that. And then you can maybe drop the heels as you lift the kneecaps. And then at the same time, could you squeeze the elbows in, turning on your upper body power, and look at your hands with a long neck. Really opening up all the back of the leg and the chest here. Okay, I'll get us moving. So we're gonna go through the same flow and we're gonna add to it. You ready? Here goes. Inhaling here, right leg up in the sky. Exhaling here, cross under to the left elbow, hover. Inhaling 3-leg dog, back up in the sky. Okay, practice stepping through. On your exhale, step it through. Maybe use your fingertips, maybe not. Coming up to a lunge, you can have the back knee up or down. Inhaling here, sweep your arms up. We're gonna twist here. Exhaling, looking to the right. So think of twisting to look over your right shoulder, okay? With your longest neck, of course. We're gonna do that again. Inhaling up to the lunge, okay? Strong legs. Again, twist, exhale, twist to the right. Look all the way over that shoulder if you can. One more, nice and slow. Inhale, crescent lunge, big chest. Exhale, big twist. Now hold here. Now you can drop the back knee or not, okay? But yes, I'm gonna challenge you here again to lift that front heel. That's the right heel in this case, as you hold your twist and breathe. Now for your twist, you can have your right hand on your low back if you like and start to reach the left arm up. You can even reach your right hand back for your left leg, only if that's agreeable. But wherever you are, long neck, lift that front heel. Even if you take little intervals of lifting and lowering, that's good too. Whew, nice and warm in the legs. One more big breath here. And then drop that front heel, let it go. All hands down. Coming out through a 3-leg dog, right leg in the sky. All right, exhale here, go to the scorpion again. Back to the scorpion, pointing those right toes to the left. Let's hold and breathe here. So if you need to at any time, you could drop to your left knee, and that would be fine if you needed to. But we're gonna let the right toe travel all the way over to the left until it starts to point toward the floor. So you're just kind of allow your right side to come with it now. You're gonna let that right arm pit peel open, coming up on your right fingertips maybe eventually the right toes drop to the floor. This could also be done with your knee on the ground. And I'm gonna give you a visual of what that might look like, if that might be more acceptable. So we're gonna be there for a couple breaths and just hold it. We can call it a wild thing or a flip dog. Think of pushing the floor away from you, lifting that heart up. Maybe one more breath in your flip dog. And then whether you have the knee on the floor or not, you're just gonna flip that right arm back up, right fingertips back to the floor. The right hip will naturally follow you all the way through to down dog. Welcome back. Walk it out. Let's do the other side. First, let's do a little vinyasa. Same thing in between. Inhaling here, heart forward to plank. Okay, hop step as you exhale forward to forward fold. Inhale, roll it up. Heart is high. Exhale, hinge it all the way down. Palms are down to your plank here, hop step. Exhale down. Inhale to your cobra or your up dog, big chest. And exhale for your downward facing dog. Come on back. Walk it out. Okay, nice flow today. Feeling good. It's nice to sometimes just work on those holds, I think. Okay, just being in the posture. It's challenging. All right, same thing on the left. Here we go. Inhaling here, left leg in the sky. Exhale here, scoop it under, cross to the right elbow. Little cross hold of appreciation here. And then inhale back to 3-leg dog. This time we're gonna step it through. Exhale, step the left foot through to a lunge. Okay, using your back knee down or up. Inhaling up to your lunge. Okay, crescent lunge. Now we're gonna twist here. So exhale, twisting to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Maybe you drop a little lower when you do that, just for extra spice. 2 more times. Inhaling, crescent lunge facing forward. Remember to keep the legs active. And exhaling to the left. Look over that shoulder. One more. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Hold and breathe. So you could drop the back knee here, totally fine, okay? You can also put your left hand on your low back, okay? Or you could take that left hand for the right leg and kind of grab it or rest your hand on your leg. Okay, you might even start to reach the right arm up. So you might kind of get a little heart opening here. I'm always down for a little heart opening, but if you need less, you'll just keep your hands low. Right, holding here, push the floor, let your body work, let your muscles get warm. Let your heart pump, blood cleaning and flowing through all your tissues. Okay, maybe one more big breath here, fill up all of the space. And we're coming down the way we came in. So let it go, drop your hands down in front. We're back in the lunge. Okay, let's come up to the scorpion. So inhaling here, 3-leg dog, left leg is in the sky. Okay, now we're gonna transition to that scorpion by bending the left knee, pointing the toes to the right. Okay, pause here. So you could stay here if you're like, you know, wild thing is not for me. I don't wanna keep going. Stay right here, this is great. And you'll just keep your scorpion shape with the shoulders facing down. Okay, or maybe you start to let that left shoulder peel up a little bit. And you let the left toes kind of drift toward the floor, and you might stay right there. It's all good. Or you might let them come all the way down. Okay, again, you could do this with the right knee on the floor, similar vibe. Okay, it's just a little more supportive. And you can start to peel open the left side here. So get that armpit open. You can make a cactus arm. Wherever you are in wild thing, keep breathing. Remember to have a good time. Keep that bottom arm nice and stable. Maybe one more big breath in here. And we're coming back down with those left fingers reaching for the floor. Okay, they touch down. The left hand is coming up, just following all the way back to downward facing dog. You made it. Welcome back. Walk it out. All right. A little vinyasa, okay? Inhaling here, heart forward to your plank. Exhaling, hop it or step it to those hands and fold. Inhale it up to standing. Exhale it down to folding. Inhale back to your plank. Exhale to the floor. Inhale to your back extension, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out, shake it out. Breathe into your legs. Should be a lot of good sensation happening around your hips, your legs, your shoulders, your back. All right. Okay, we're gonna get a little deep here. Inhaling here, right leg up in the sky. Okay, cross to the left elbow. Exhale, cross, hold. Okay, inhale, right leg up in the sky. Same as we did before, just adding on. We're stepping through, okay? Exhale, practice stepping through. Come up to your lunge. Inhale to the lunge. Exhale to the twist. Now hold it here. Go ahead and drop that back knee. Okay, drop the back knee and drop that left hand all the way to the floor under your left shoulder. And start to let the lunge kind of sink in. And you can use your right hand on your right knee, kind of waggling. You can let your hips be low, or you can keep them high. So I just want you to kind of feel it out. But we're going to take a little while just in this little twisty lunge. So once you get comfortable, start to activate those legs, of course, right? Pushing down into each leg, pulling inward with the knees to activate the pelvic floor. And we're going to start to reach up with that right hand. Okay, pushing down with the left. So really nice twist here. So remember to keep those legs active. That's something we don't want to forget. It's easy to forget. Okay, also keeping that bottom shoulder active, we can help ourselves out by bending the bottom elbow, okay? That'll keep it nice and active. Okay, so from here, I want to take it to kind of a funky shape. So here's what I'm thinking. Take your right foot and spin on the heel so the toes point out to the right, okay? And then you can roll onto the outside of your left leg so that the left side of your left foot is on the floor, okay? You're kind of in this weird lunge that you kind of fell over in. Okay, and you're gonna keep that right arm up. So start to activate both legs against the floor here. You're gonna push down through the left leg, push down through the right, and notice you can lift and lower your hips a little bit, okay? And it should feel really nice if you like. You can even roll onto the outer edge of the right foot and let the knee drop away from you, okay? And I'm gonna turn around and face you so you can see where my feet are. Okay, so we're in the same place. So we're gonna play around with this. Make a strong shoulder, and remember you can always drop your hips and take a break at any time. But I want you to lift your hip nice and high here. Just go ahead and push that floor. You can even extend the right knee as much as you like. Great stretch in the outer hip. And now I want you to lower. So bend the right knee, drop the hip as low as you like. Keep the strong shoulders though. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift, push the floor. Exhale, lower really low. Keep pushing the floor with those legs. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And hold right here, just off the floor. So you can do 2 hands down if you want a little extra support. Okay, you can even drop your hip and take that break, but do push the floor with both legs, holding here, getting a fantastic stretch in your outer hip. Okay, as you're ready, keep breathing, let it go. Drop that right hand to the floor. We're gonna spin all the toes to point forward again. Whew, back in a lunge. Let's come out through the 3-leg dog. So inhaling here, right leg in the sky. Send it high. Okay, exhaling here, that nice little scorpion, or you can do a flip dog. I just want you to pick the one you like. Okay, big breath in while you do that. And then exhale back to your downward facing dog. All right, let's take a vinyasa and we'll do the other side. Inhaling here, heart forward to plank. Exhale to your hands, fold. Inhale up. Exhale down. Palms down, inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale back extension, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Breathe. We're gonna do the other side, okay? And then we'll cool down and stretch. Here goes. Left leg in the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, cross and hold to the right elbow. Inhale, left leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, practice stepping through. Exhale, step through. Nice. Inhale to your lunge, come on up. Exhale to the twist, come on over and hold. We're gonna drop the back knee, okay? Dropping that back knee, get the right hand down under your right shoulder and start to kind of settle in and decide how you want your lunge to feel, okay? I'm gonna spin around to face you again here, but we are in the same place. Okay, so low lunge. So once you're here, super important that we're active. So push the floor down with your legs, pull the knees inward, and keep the bottom elbow bendy. Very important to keep the shoulder on the clock. Okay, so we're gonna start to push and just breathe in this twist, pushing the floor. So you can cactus the top arm. Sometimes a cactus arm is nice. Sometimes a straight arm is nice. But make the most of this twist by breathing deeply and pushing the floor. Just kind of warming up this side, okay, for what's next. All right, so as you're ready, we'll transition into that fallen lunge. It's called a horizon lunge. So rock onto the outer edge of the left foot and point those toes out to the left. And you can even peel the sole of the foot up a bit, okay? But I would like you to keep a really strong flex in the ankle, both ankles, okay? And start to roll into the outer edge of the right leg, onto the outer edge of the right foot as well. Okay, nice flexes in those ankles. Remember, you can always drop your hip and just rest here and just be here. All right, so in your horizon lunge, flexing those ankles, pushing the floor down with your legs, you're getting a fantastic stretch across each outer leg and hip. So go ahead and lift away from the floor, nice and high, and lower. Okay, keep that bottom elbow bending. We're gonna do 2 more, nice and slow. Inhale, lift, push the floor. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, lower. Point that elbow in at you. Hold and breathe. Try to hover 1 inch off the floor. And don't just use your one arm here. Use your lower body. Push the floor with your flexed ankle, feet. Woo, fantastic release here in the hips. Maybe 1 more breath. Come out as calmly as you can, dropping that left hand back underneath your shoulders. You can spin all the toes to point forward here. Wow, we are back in a lunge. Coming out through a 3-leg dog. Inhale, left leg in the sky. Okay, transition to your scorpion here or your flip dog. As you exhale, left toes point to the right. Who knows? Yogi's choice. 1 big breath in. And exhale, flip it back to your downward facing dog. Walk it out. Okay, our last down dog of this practice feels really good in the legs. We twisted the spine. We opened the shoulders and the heart. Amazing work. Okay, from here, go ahead and walk your feet all the way to your hands. See how close you can walk. And then with your knees softly bent, hang your head and give yourself a hug. You can cross your arms around your calves. Okay, the more you bend your knees here, the easier it'll be. So don't feel like you have to have perfectly straight legs. But once you start to settle in, really squeeze your legs in towards you. Okay, really talking to your hamstrings. And then see if you can extend one leg more than the other, kind of bending into one knee, bending into the other knee. All the while, put a nice tuck in your chin. Let your head truly hang. It's so, so rare that your head can actually hang from your neck and release all those little tiny muscles that hold it. So take advantage. Okay, nice little fold. Come on out with your hands on the floor and bend your knees so you can sit. Have a seat. Shake your legs out. Whew. Okay, what a great practice. Let's bring the energy down and cool and stretch. So just a little bit of core work to end up with here, but also some nice kind of flexibility in the spine. So sit up nice and long in your spine, and then put a little tuck in your tailbone so that it points a bit at your toes. So point your tailbone at your toes. And I like to reach forward here. And it's important to activate your legs so they can be bent, they can be flexed at the ankle, whatever. Just make them active. And you're gonna start to roll down, pointing your tailbone at your toes, feeling your spine come down 1 vertebra at a time. Remember to breathe. Okay, don't forget to breathe. And then I want you to roll up the way you came. So it's helpful to use your exhale
to roll up because your belly muscles naturally contract. Okay. And it's helpful to use your inhale as you roll back again. You can even reach your arms overhead if you like. So let's do a few more rounds, just slow, controlled. Exhale, rolling up. Reach as far as you like. Inhale, roll it back. Reach as far as you like. So I'd like to do maybe 4 or 5 of these, just nice and slow. You can use your strong belly muscles here, your strong breath to your advantage. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Okay, last one. When you come forward, you come up and forward, hold right there. Just whenever you get there is great. And then put a little bit of a bend in your knees, just a little bend, okay? And activate your feet. You can flex them, point them, floint them, whatever. Just make them active. And then fingertips down somewhere next to your thighs or your hips. You're just gonna start to move your heart out towards your toes, okay? Folding, okay, taking your time. And then once you've folded as much as you can fold and your heart is moving towards your feet, you're just going to relax your shoulders away from your ears and just let your head hang. And breathe. Just be here. You're already where you need to be with this pose. Just kind of connecting to the back of your body, noticing release from the back of your neck all the way across the backs of your legs. One thing that you may find helpful here, taking a few more breaths to explore it, is using a gentle kick down action in your legs, as if each leg wanted to kick down on the floor, okay, to kind of deepen the fold for you. All right, taking one more big breath in your fold, kicking that floor, lengthening your heart towards your feet. And then as you're ready, walk yourself out and let's come out with that same roll that we did before. So there's no rush coming up. But then keep going. Tuck your tailbone underneath you and roll back with that same controlled motion that we did before. All right, once you come down, we'll twist. So let's bring the right knee up and in. You can squeeze it towards you. And then remember to also lift your chest towards your knee. So you're active in your upper body as well. Just take a moment to kind of move it around, maybe kind of massaging out your hip. Should feel nice after all the lunges we did. Okay. And then you can use just your left hand here to move the knee over to the left and make a twist. I would say cactus the right arm and look out to the right and breathe. In your twist, just to make the most of it, think of almost lifting your rib cage up off the floor if you could. Okay? Pressing down with your shoulder blades. Remember to breathe. Maybe one more big breath here in this great twist. And then we'll We'll bring it back through center. You can extend your right leg and bring your left knee in. Squeeze it. Kind of move it around. Lift your heart towards your knee too. Really nice hip massage. Good stuff. Okay, make the twist. Pull the left knee to the right. The left arm can make a cactus, and you can look to the left here. And then start to press your shoulder blades down like you're trying to lift your rib cage up. Breathe. The bigger the breath, the better. Maybe one more breath. Okay, bring that twist back through center and extend all your arms and legs. It's time to rest. Whatever position you rest best in is the one for this moment. So just be listening to your body. Allow all your tissues to relax, especially your face and your jaw, your eyes. And let your breath return to a slow pace. Allow yourself to just be present in this moment as it unfolds. And please keep resting just like this for as long as you can. Of course, the longer the better. Thanks so much for joining me.